Hey, what's up, card fighters? So this is my first round at versus locals. I'm fighting heroes. One of my good friends, he's piloting his hero list. He finally finished the deck. He was building the deck, quote unquote, for like piece by piece for a while now. He just really likes heroes in general, so that's why he built the deck. This is his first non-Dragon Empire deck, so I'm actually like low-key very proud of him. But yeah, we're running a backup of GRANFIA. This is a new list, a stronger list. I believe we were using the GRANFIA ride line here, which again, there is a little bit of glare, guys. I do apologize for the glare. I will try to mitigate that as much as possible with my commentary. So we're rolling here to see who goes first. I believe I lost. Yeah, I lost the dice roll here. He's gonna ride, get his base. And I'm just going to go ahead and start the turn. Try and save up on time if I can. Pitch an Inlet Pulse here. Debating on what I want to do. I activate the Grade 1 Order card here. And I top deck a Mushroom Brothers here, which I was trying to go for. So we get our Mushroom Brothers here. And we're going to activate it to produce 2 plant tokens. Go for a little bit of a rush here. Producing 2 plant tokens. And then I swing for 10 at the Vanguard. He gets a defensive, and we get a critical, which he gets 2 more defensives. But we did put him to 3 damage here. Just going to activate his base here, checking top 7 for 3 hero cards. Base hero cards, since they were eroded. Two go to base, 1 goes to hand. Then he soul charges off the shield hero. It's going to activate Flatten here to retire the front row. It's going to swing for 15 here. We take it. Swings for 10. We guard, and then we take the final 15, which we get a draw trigger here, and we draw for turn. End up dissing 15 here, and the grade 1 of the ride line, when it's ridden upon by the grade 2, produces a plant token. And then we call the orange here, which produces another plant token, and then at the beginning of battle, if I have a GRANFIA Vanguard, produces another plant token. So we're going to go ahead and swing for 10 here. He takes it, goes to 4, swing for 15 here, which he takes it again, goes to 5, and then we swing for 15. He uses his base to guard with the shield here, which is a 15k shield. Pitching Flatten for ride, and then activating base here, checking top 7, grabbing 3 base heroes. Soul charging 1 off the shield hero. So he's activating the Mask Hero here. When he discards it, he could call it and then base something from drop. Just going to swing for 20 here at my Vanguard, I believe. Yeah, this is 20. We end up guarding with a 15 here. Swings for 13 here. Chooses not to counterblast 1 to give his Vanguard 15, so we guard for 15k here. Then he activates the grade 1 here. Moves up the grade 2 hero. Swings at a rear guard, we take it, and then swings at Vanguard. Stand and draw. Since we do have a plant token on board, the grade 2 let us ride for free. Only on GRANFIA, of course. We're going to produce our Noblest Rose token. So we have 4 plant gauges right now. Debating how I want to proceed here. Activating Frozen Resentment. Milling out a pumpkin here. Which right now, since he only has 1 standing base, which means he only has 1 guard from his base. Which is going to be his 15k shield hero. Debating what I want to call out from drop here. I end up calling out the Mushroom Brothers. Yes? Yes, I call out the Mushroom Brothers here. Then I call out GRANFIA. Decide to give 5k to my rear guard GRANFIA and then swing for 18. I believe with the way my hand was set up, it was just like it was like guard cards, so I really couldn't make more than 3 attacks this turn. Activates its base, guards, and then we swing here. Looks like it's 6 plant gauges, so this is 48, which he perfect guards. We get a perfect guard and a Diantha here, and we're gonna go for the pop 5 here, and then swing. He guards with the over trigger, which is enough. I believe it was 43. Yeah, it was 43. Activates his 3rd base here. So the crit for his Vanguard is going to be online. Only gets 2 here. So either 1 is going to hand and 1 is going to base. It's going to put the grade 2 in there for base. Keeps the Persona Rod in hand. Calls out another grade 1. And swings for 20 at my Vanguard. We opt to take it. We perfect guard the Vanguard here. Yeah, we perfect guard the Vanguard here. Unfortunately, we we have to discard Persona Ride. Gets a heal trigger here and gets one of the new heroes, the masked hero. It's gonna swing. This is 35 because he gave the trigger there. We perfect guard the last attack. Call Diantha here. I believe we top decked Diantha. We already had a Diantha, but I believe we top decked another one. Calling out a pumpkin? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, now I see what's going on here. And then we get the orange. Okay. Then beginning of battle. So now we have 5 plant gauges. Okay, now I know what's going on here. So we're going to swing for 26 at the Vanguard. Which he does have free guard from his base. He didn't use his bases last turn. So he does have that free guard from the base. This is going to be 18 plus 25, 43? Yeah, 43. Which I was having a little bit of problem with the math here. I'm not going to lie. It looks like he's going to activate the base once here. Then he's going to activate the base 2 more times and goes for a 1 to pass here, which we do get the OT. He gets a heal trigger here. I believe we had to give the 100 million to Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken. Or did we give the 100 million? No, it was a 1 to pass, so I believe we gave the 100 million to one of the rear guards. Yeah. So we're going on to game 2. Let me just make this a little bit faster for y'all. Yeah, boy. Alright, so he goes first, searches his base, and then passes it off to me. Again, my apologies for the glare, guys. It's really hard to find a good spot to play. Pitch an orange, draw for turn, or draw for going second. Debating what I want to do here. Call a pumpkin, activate the pumpkin, call a plant token. Swing for 13 at the Vanguard. He opts to take it, and then we swing for 10 at the Vanguard, or 8 at the Vanguard. He takes it again, goes to 2. Activates his base. Gets 3 base heroes here. Persona Ride goes to hand, the other two go to base. It's going to proc it here with the new grade 2, which calls itself from drop zone when you discard it for base. Swings for 15 here, we just take it. Swings for 10 out our rear, we take it. Swings for 18, we take it. Gets a front trigger. I believe we have to pitch a 15 here. No, we pitch Mushroom Brothers here. Get a plant token. Call orange, produce a plant token, and then beginning of battle, produce another plant token. Swing for 15 at the Vanguard here. I know he runs fronts. He gets a defensive OT here. So I was chancing the fact that he might get a defensive front trigger. So we go for 10 at the other rear guard. And go for 18 at the other rear guard. He intercepted it, and then he guarded with the 15. Rides up, and then activates his base, grabbing 3 heroes. Discards, calls out, and then calls it out because he discarded it, and then bases a card from the drop zone. Well, a hero from the drop zone. Base hero. Swings for 25, we take it. Swings for 13, we guard for 2. Swings for 25 again, we take it. We get a defensive draw trigger, which was very clutch. Swings for 25, and we guard for 15. Ride for free since we have a plant token for the GRANFIA ride line. I'm gonna produce a Noblest Rose token. We have currently 3 plant gauges. Calling out Diantha here. Get another orange here, produce another plant gauge. We're at 4. Do we end it here? Looks like I'm activating the pumpkin, produce 2 more, so we're at 6. And then we go to 8. It's going to be a plus 40 on our Vanguard, so we're swinging for 18 at the Vanguard. Gets a defensive here. And then this is 18 plus 40, so it's 58 at the Vanguard. He decides to no guard, we get an inlet pulse, and we get the OT. We do heal here. Give the crit to Vanguard, then 100 million to that rear guard. Pop 5, restand the... So that's going to be plus 35, so that's 45 at the Vanguard. That's 43, 48. Swing for 100 million here, and he guards for perfect guard, and that's the end of our turn. 3 plant gauges left. I believe he Persona Road here and then activates his 3rd base. Swings for 35 here. Which we had, unfortunately, like, we drew a lot that turn, but we drew into a lot of non-shield cards. So our hand really wasn't that sexy for guard, and I believe we might actually lose on this turn. Oh no, we don't lose on this turn, but he does double heal, which was sealed our fate to not win this game at all. This is like 45. We Persona Ride here, but it really, like, largely doesn't matter. Because of that double heal, and my opponent has, like, 3 face-up shield cards in the base, it's really hard to, like, win from this position, especially since our hand really isn't that sexy. We call over. I think I was just trying to go for, like, a last-ditch effort here. Yeah, so we give 5k to the inlet pulse. And then we activated the pumpkin. Okay. Okay, I know what you're doing here. So we are going to be able to draw some cards off the inlet pulse here. Looks like we have eight plant tokens. So we're going to swing for 36 at the Vanguard. He takes it, gets a defensive critical trigger. So I believe this is 58? 68? No, 63. 63. I think I have 7 plant gauges. So right now he's at 43. That puts him to 58. And then that puts him to 43 plus 30, 73. Uh, 88. So that is a no pass on my Vanguard attacks. My Vanguard attack was 63. And we didn't get any desirable drive checks there. I'm going to swing again with the inlet pulse. This is like 48. 23. Yeah, 48. And I attacked out of order because the other column was actually weaker. But he just guards it anyway. And then I believe I attempt to attack a rear guard here. Or no, I think I just go... Yeah, I attempt to attack a rear guard here. Then we draw 2 cards, which were not 2 desirable cards. And, yeah, I think he just wins here by, like, basically blowing on us very softly. Yeah, I was just counting the guard in my hand, and I just couldn't do it. On to Game 3! Which Game 3 did go into time. Did it? I don't remember anymore. Anyways, I'm starting off. Ride to grade 1 here, pitching an inlet pulse. He's going to pitch a shield hero here, grabbing his base, and then drawing for going second. Or maybe did he draw already? I don't know. We'll see. I wasn't really paying attention, low-key. No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I knew he didn't do it. Swings for 8. We take it. Producing a plant token here. Looks like we got an orange out here in the streets. Beginning of battle. Produce another one. Swing for 10. I know there's a lot of glare on the orange, but it's an orange, I swear. Gets a defensive here. Swing for 15. We don't get an offensive. Activates the base here. Only gets 2. He decides to base the other one off of his ride line so that he can call another one and then soul charge the shield hero from the drop. Attacks the orange, attacks my Vanguard, gets a heal trigger here. So we're on to 3 here. Oh, I was about to pitch, but we don't pitch because we had plant tokens. Make a Noblest Rose token here. Activate. Unfortunately, we got triggers off our top 3s every time we activated that order. Especially since we had 4 heals in the deck, and I believe we activate it next turn, and we get like 3 heals off the top 3. So it's just a very unfortunate situation. We got a plant token off of the orange, just making sure it's there. So swing for 23 at the Vanguard. He got 15. Doesn't guard the Vanguard attack. Crit to Vanguard, power the inlet pulse. Then we're going to pop the 5, restand the orange. Swing for 23 with the inlet pulse. Then swing for 35 at the Vanguard. He takes it, and that is the end of my turn. Draw another inlet pulse. Gets only 1 hero here. which he just adds it to hand, and then he goes back in so he could search his order with the robust. I want to see something real quick. That was weird. Okay, that was weird. Swings for 23 here. We guard for 15. Where do we take it? We opted to take it. We didn't get a defensive here. We perfect guard the Vanguard. Perfect guard the rear guard. And he attacks the rear guard. Persona ride here. Activate the order and 3 heals, baby. You can't make it up. You really can't make this up. And then I think we just went into turns, and I think I needed a heal just to like survive his next turn, but I was trying to heal and then I just didn't see the heals. Just debating on what I want to do here. We have another Diantha in hand, so we are going to be able to do our turn. Looks like that's an inlet pulse. Yeah, we called out an inlet pulse. Oh yeah, because we can sack the Noblest Rose token. So I was trying to go for the draws here, but I believe I drew into the triggers that would have saved me, low-key. Swing with the Vanguard here. It's actually really not that big. It's like 28. Power to the rear guard, and we draw. Damages another PG here. Swing for 28 at the Vanguard. And he just blocks with the OT on the second one. And we drew a crit and we drew a heal. So it was like really feels bad because I knew I needed a heal because my hand wasn't really that sexy, and I milled a heal and then I drew a heal. It was just like really feels bad for like the last game. Like I was like fighting my own deck and fighting my opponent at the same time. It was like really bad beats. Swings for 33 here. We guard with 38. And we just take the Vanguard attack here. I know I need a heal, and like I just didn't get the heal. And like I was telling my friend, my opponent afterwards, like, bro, like I literally milled. I think I drew a heal for turn as well. I milled the heal, and then like I drew the heal. It was just like very feels bad. But you know, it happens like that sometimes. Sometimes your deck bricks on you, so you know, it is what it is. You really can't blame your opponent or blame yourself. You do have to realize in situations like this that like you did the most that you could do with the cards that you were given. But anyways, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. We are still selling our channel art playmats. Look for in the description. It has all the information you need on that. Later.